roof plan, we will let's say check the details one by one again, the requirement that's supposed to be in the roof. Do you remember that we asked you the console? Let's go back. So here, for example, we ask you that you can go maximum 80 centimeter to as a console. That here you can see that they have done already 80 centimeter. Okay, and then these are for the one who are working with the 45 degree by 45 degree, or the other normal 33 degree, not a cylinder type. Even the cylinder types also respecting to this rule. If you look at here, 80 centimeter is maximum, but he did, for example, 20 or 30, maximum 80. You should have a console here that we haven't seen. We have a problem with the student to understand this part, which is it should be 80 centimeter, and also the height of the let's say console is supposed to be again maximum 80 centimeter. Look at those gutters that's supposed to, let's say, move the water to ground. Look at the line. Let me remove them again. Look at the gutters. They are transferring the water down the ground, which one should is here, and the other one also the same, supposed to be somewhere here to move the water down. If you look at the other one, which is here, look at this one. It is taking the water down, and for sure, since it is here, it seems that this is, since there is no any water pipe here, I can assure you that this is duct. This is vertical shaft, this one. This is vertical shaft, and the pipe that you can see here is moving the water to this pipe, and from this pipe, which is vertical shaft, it is transferring the water down the space. And here you can see that the maximum should be 6 meters. Even 6 meters is too much, but in any case, look at here, for this border, he would just one. But that just one pipe with that inch, small inch which is exist here, will not be enough for that such a kind of building. That's why he put one near to this, let's say, building, and for sure from the other side, from the mirror of this side, there is another water pipe which is there. So we are calling gutters which should be in your project. So the other things that we need to talk about, those 45 degree which is exist, and based on 45 degree that you are going to create, the roof is going to appear outside of your project. So the roof that you are creating here will be different than the roof that that you are creating here is different than the roof that you will have here, because this is the duplex first floor, this is duplex second floor. So you will have two types of roofs, which in your perspective, most of you forgot to put a roof here. If there wasn't a good template, yes, this is the view of that. This is duplex one, and they are going up, and from this 45 degree that he created here as a slope, there will be some roofs coming out, and in the plan we have to show it. And some of you, okay, look at here in the plan to this part. If you look at this part, this should be, according to the rules, at least 30 centimeters. The roof that you are going to have in front of your balcony, this is the technique. The roof that you are going to have in front of your balcony, it should be at least 30 centimeters. So then you will have balcony, then the plan will start, and the plan will have its own roof. And of course, look at here. What is this? I mean, this, is it bedroom or living room, or what do you suggest for this space?
Living room. Elevator.
Perfect. Elevator or staircase, let's say, the box which is coming up. So the staircase box which is exist here, even in order to put that much material on top of staircase box, what they did, look at here, 20 centimeter or 50 centimeter from each side. So if you, this is a staircase box, they offset the project 50 centimeter up, okay? So it will be a bigger space to put that much material on top of the box. So it means that you can also offset the plan of the staircase that you have, okay? 50 centimeter more in order to put that much stuff on top of your staircase. Of course, it depends on the rules and regulation of city or country that you are living, but this is the one that in mostly they are using in Turkey, specifically in Alanya and Antalya. So this is their rules that you can suggest. But such a kind of another problem that we have here, but nothing to do. Such a kind of beautiful window which is exists here. They just put a window of toilet. This is the toilet's window. They create such a kind of beautiful space, but it should be such a kind of nice gable roof with big window, which is looking to the seaside. This place is looking to the seaside. So we are expecting, while you are creating such a kind of gable roof, to have nice window, which is also missing here, but nothing to do, because this toilet needs to have its own natural ventilation, and we must put it there. Then, according to the rules, you cannot put the air condition in front of the, let's say, main elevation of the your building. So you have to design. That's why we ask you to design such a kind of setback in order to put air condition in your project. So always, while designing your project, design a specific room, maximum, let's say 80 by 80, okay, a room to put all your air conditions in that project as a plan. So it will not show such a kind of ugly spaces. Again, look at here. We can see easily how here we can understand completely. He did 80 centimeter console, even maybe less, 80 centimeter up, and from here they did slope. And this slope, according to the rule, it should not be less than 30 centimeter. Okay, you can do it 1 meter, it doesn't matter, but it should not be less than 30 centimeter. As you can see here, here is a good, this slope which is exist here, it means that we need to see, they are saying that the municipality is saying that we should see the roof here. So this is the symbol of roof, which is continuing, let's say here. So if you are creating setback offset to top, offset to front, and offset to up, you have to go with those 30 degree or 45 degree to create such a kind of 45 degree, let's say, shapes. Muammer Altay is the one who worked properly with this plan. So if you have, so let me make you an example somewhere here. So this was your, let's say, duplex first floor plan, and this is your, let me draw it again. Yes, this is your duplex second floor plan, okay? So if you are going to have such a kind of three, if you want to use this part as a duplex one, as it is in showing here, from the center, there are three from here and from here. And then we will have another yellow one, which is the top of here, here, and here. So this is the top part, which is here, okay? This is the another corner, which is here, and this is another corner, which is here. So if you look at the elevation of this one, it will be like that. So gable types of with file that we are seeing here should be like that exactly. And again, you can see in this project 50 centimeter extended the staircase in order to put that much stuff on the roof. The gable roof that you are creating, depending on you, the requirement, mostly since you are working in construction to gain much more money, so that is why the minimum we are talking about it, which should be 30 centimeter or depending wherever it should be from here to here, we will be able to see this part. Am I right? So from this wall, which is here, to this corner, which is here, if we call it as A, we will be able to see in that part, which we are calling it as A. Have you understood? Have you got it, dear?
Yes, hocam, we got, I think.
Perfect. Because the reason that I'm asking you, you will do the same 3D with the same details for next week, and based on that, I will announce your grades. The one who got here next less than 65 in the exam, it means that they will not be able to. They have serious problem. I have already gave 15 grade extra for everyone. There are details. Yes.
Hocam, I cannot see my grades.
Your grade here, I mean, it is 0. The reason is that you have copied from another person's project, and there should be a disciplinary case in your project.
I copied from who, hocam?
You know better than everyone, and I don't want to make a confusion for the students. Your grade is 0, and unfortunately, try to, let's see, in the final project, do your own project. And this is not acceptable and ethical to bring another student's project from previous year to this class. Again, I'm talking not only to you, I'm talking also for the other students who are here. I'm checking still one by one each student's project, and if I found any other students who's copying from each other, please, here is university, and we should respect the ethical rules and principles. This is not acceptable.
Hocam sesiniz gelmiyor.
Have you got it? Have you got it to your students? Kevin?
Yes, hocam, I hear, but she said I didn't hear you. I don't know I hear, but I don't know others.
Are you hearing clearly?
Yes, I am
So
here.
it means that there is no problem in internet. So while you are, I know that there might be sometimes the poor connection by internet. So please go somewhere which has high quality of internet, and in order to let's say handle this semester. And also, for sure, if you don't have such a kind of connection problem, you will be able to look at the file later. But attendance in the classes compulsory. I will take the attendance after 10 minutes. And if you miss also more than 3 sessions of attendance, automatically you will fail. I'm talking these details one by one, and I'm checking for just one student because problems are the same. Look at this guy. He put one here and one here, the gutter, which is perfect. It means, and one here, those gutter, which is taking water down the street. So each 5 meter or 6 meter, you should put one gutter in your project. And some of these, them are just putting. Yes.
Hocam, can I ask something?
Of course.
Hocam, on the 45 degree, 2 meter roofs, you said 80 centimeter. We are doing offset, but not parapet, I think, because when İlker Hoca attended to the class, he said there is no parapet 8 centimeter when you are doing 2 meter roof.
Yes, in 2 meter by 2 meter, which is 45 degree,
yes.
You need to have parapet. Okay.
Just 80 centimeter offset. We are like you draw here.
Can you draw it here, please?
Okay, hocam. I mean, hocam, can you? I want to show on the. Okay, I can. Here, for example, 8 centimeter just, and I mean there is no that one.
There is no that one. So you can show it with your laptop.
Hocam, I want to show on the picture that one. Can you zoom out? Yes. In here, for example, this one is yes on the 2 meter roof. This 80, but this is not. This is wrong, I think, because İlker Hoca said there is no parapet for that. Exactly, it should start from here.
Yes. It is okay, but this is the old building. This is belong to, I don't know, 5 years, 10 years ago. Each year, the rules are changing, okay?
Okay, hocam.
İlker Hoca's project belong to recent rules, so we have to respect recent rules.
Okay, hocam.
In Antalya, they are still continuing with this rule. That's why we are checking all the rules and principles to be able to continue. So if you let me check the other photos, I hope you have, look at here. If the room, it is easy, but the way that you have to perceive is very important. And for the next week, I will ask you to design the 3D roofs again. Of course, I will try to check the projects. I will try to check the projects, 3D projects that you have submitted one by one. But the main aim here is first to see the real projects which have been designed. Again, this is the 45 degree. Look at here that they have did 45 degree, and then another slope which exists here. So in that case also, even here he used, I think, mixed method, which here is normal roof. The other one is 45 degree. But the important thing here is those setbacks which is in the room, and it is having such a kind of let's say gable roof, which we are counting it as a main part in technical drawings. There's another roof that most of you have been working with, that is cylinder type of roof. So in cylinder type, we have been talking that Two sloping. Yes, Fatima. Yes, most of you had the same issue. We will work on them one by one. So in the cylinder roof that you can see, so the cylinder roof has been drawn. You can see that in order to distinguish the first duplex first part with duplex second one, there should be at least some level differences, minimum 20 centimeter or maximum 80 centimeter, to distinguish the duplex floors, the second part. Then you look at here, the gable roof. Two of you have done this work, which is showing that the window looking outside. We can see that it has been done in both sides. I think it is understandable from here. So the gable, the cylinder roof, as I mentioned, the easiest one that you are drawing. So as you can see here, the staircase boxes here, and then what he did a console 50 centimeter from each side, and in order to put those materials on top of the project. So the console one always should be top and higher than the roof. If you remember, we talked that this should be 4.3 maximum. The staircase box should be at maximum 50 centimeters higher than the cylinder type which we are going to have. So the cylinder type, of course, we will talk about it. Yes, here you can see those. Look at those gutters which exist here and here. Each 5 meters, 6 meters, each 6 meters, you are going to put one. Not necessarily, no need to put it here. And if you look at here, the aim is on this side. The aim is on this side. My suggestion is to put 3% of slope, not 1.5. And the reason is that as much as faster you manage to take the water down the pipe, it will be easy for you, let's say, this place will not be dirty in the future. So if you look at here, the pipe is coming from here, going the other, and then coming to the wall. This is very important. Again, look at here, coming down. The reason that I'm mentioning these details, I want to see them in your project that you are going to submit at 3D next week. So based on that, I will release your final midterm grade. Because look at here, as I mentioned, the plan of this part will be like that. The roof is coming. So maybe here you will have a bedroom, here you will have bedroom, and then here you have balcony, which is this one. This is the balcony that they are using, which is here. And since this mirror, the same one we will have on this side. So this is another issue that you have to take care of it. And if you look at those balcony, we mentioned that at least 30 centimeter the slope should be visible from the roof. So you can see on this project that the cylinder, the plan is like that, which is from here to here. And the main cylinder is given on this side, which is this side. But he was clever enough to have another cylinder, not only on this side, but also on this side that you can see here, in order to have extra space on the roof. You should be that sometimes that much clever in order to have extra space. And the reason is that he created this one. Pervin, why he did this one?
Because of the using the under of it as balcony, like we can see.
And let's ask from the other students. Is there any other students knows what is the reason?
You can create more, especially protected space.
Yes. Yes, it is exactly. Imagine that this is the cylinder roof that we have. And since we have a roof like that, this part will not be able to usable. And if he's supposed to use this cylinder coming till here, and this one coming till here, it means that he will not be able to use this part at all. Because the cylinder, based on the length of the building, that you remember that we told that the length of the building is like that. So we should put the cylinder like that. So since this part has been given, which is here, people will not be able to use this part. That's why he put another, let's say, cylinder type, and vice versa, to create extra space on this part, another one here, and he removed this part in order to be able to have balcony on this part. And again, yes, we can see here exactly the same scenario. The cylinder is like that. But in order to create extra spaces, he had another cylinder on those, which we are calling sub-cylinder, on the main cylinder, in order to create extra spaces on the top of roof. So we can see that he respect 50 centimeter. In any case, the duplex second part of the roof should be distinguished from top part. You can understand from this line, at least 20 centimeter extended. And this 20 centimeter extension, in case of rain, it will protect this body in surface. If there wasn't rain coming up, and if you have any 50 centimeter extension as counsel to the elevation, here will be safest place in case of rain, and there will not be any rain on this facade. That is why they are extending 20 centimeter till 80 centimeter maximum on the body from each side. So the cylinder types. Yes, Melike?
Sorry to interrupt you. Can I have the pen? I cannot ask like this.
Yes.
Thanks a lot, Hocam. So, as you said, this is until 80 centimeters, right?
Yes.
My question is, how much is this one? This one.
Actually, that one that you can see is 10 centimeter. You know, the reason is that, look at here, we have gutter. You can see the gutter, the water.
Okay, only for the gutter, not for the roof.
Only for gutter.
Okay, Hocam, thank you.
You're welcome.
And just another small question,
Yes.
because I had struggled with this. This one, Hocam, we have the 80 here, and then we go, how many up to start? I thought we directly start. I was really struggling with this.
We decided that's 180 centimeter, but this extra column which is given here is part of architectural design, which is we are not counting. It depends on you, but this part should be 80 centimeter.
I can also start directly here.
Yes. It is better to start from here according to the rules, but it depends on you. You can see we create such kind of nice environment. You can do. It depends on your creativity, the way that you are, let's say, working with it, and just be around. I'm coming. Step 5 is construction project. Okay. And so let's go to another discussion that we should have in order to completely understand. Do you have any other question in this regard?
No, thank you, hocam. Everything clear.
Hocam, I have a question.
Of course, dear Fatih.
I understood this is the ifs the saçaktan sonra hocam yani bizim yükselmemiz gerekmiyor mu yoksa nasıl anlatacağım onu? Yani saçağı ya da parapeti hesabı alarak yükselerek yapmamız gerekmiyor muydu bu çatıyı? Yani orayı ben anlamadım.
Saçak nedir? Pervin sorunun cevabını ver. Saçak ne demektir?
Hocam 80 santimetre şuraya diyorsun değil mi Fatma Nur?
Evet saçtığı yeri aynen.
Tamam 80 santimetre geldikten sonra buradan yapıyorsun böyle seninki neyse artık.
Evet.
Yani böyle ya bu duvarın 80 santimetre you should do and after that something like that or böyle şurası 4 maximum height and then inside of this istemiyorum. Inside of that one labeled or another one. Yani Fatma Nur parapetten sonra yapıyorsun evet. Yani parapetini de çıkartıp ondan sonra eğimini verip eğimin içinde ya artık silindirse silindiri ya da diğer türlerse diğerlerini yapıyorsun.
Tamam hocam teşekkür ederim.
Ben teşekkür ederim Pervin hocam.
Hocam ben teşekkür ederim.
Ben bir şey arıyorum ve size göstereyim. Okay. Before showing that one, it is better to show other one. Upload presentation. For classes 7. No, fine. Fine. Mm-hmm. Yes, dear students, actually there are 100 different types of roofs that you can work with. That it has different name in architecture depending what you are going to work and how you are going to work. It might be different. And there is SketchUp. I think in SketchUp also there is a program that if you give the roof plan to SketchUp, it will give you suggest you the plan if it is gable plan, and depending the typology that you are going to suggest. As I mentioned, if you are going to have gable roof like this one, 45-degree roof plans, always keep in your mind that you have to work with 45-degree issues in all the corners in order to design your roof. And this 45-degree will let you to create such a kind of, let's say, forms that will support you in designing let's say roof plan. This is the easiest way to show. From each corner, 45-degree you will take out, and this 45-degree will help you to design the roof plan from here as well, 45-degree. This is the critical part that most of you are doing mistake. and this should be also 45 degree and 45 degree, depending wherever you are, and most of the time it is coming exactly matching with this one, or sometimes it has specific. If you look at here, it is not exactly matching, but we can understand that by 45 degree it has been released, and again by 45 degree it has been created such a kind of nice understandable roof that we supposed to respect. So 45 degree in all sides is like that, but sometimes look at here, 45 degree is just from both two sides, and we don't have 45 degree here. Am I right, Pervin? So it depends on you, it depends on the rules and regulations that you are going to work. This is another typology that mansard is the one that you are working, the one who are working by 2 meter by 2 meter. So is like that, we are calling it as mansard, and the reason is that it has sharp angle down to the gutter, which is supposed to move the water. So we have what butterfly type, which is here, which is collecting the water inside your project, and then we have open gable. This is the gable, and this is the most traditional, oldest gable that we have seen in our history. Open gable is here, and then we have, look at here, we have cross hip, let's say gable, and the reason is that maybe this one is good for, let's say, I don't know, one. For example, in one, which we don't have that much rain, this is good. But the places like Alanya, which has much more rain, we should use this one, because from each side you have aim, and it is supposed to move the water down. And if put in Alanya with such a kind of roof, okay, so we will have a problem. And the reason is that you are going to build a building here, and if there was any rain coming from this side, this part will be always in humid. So in order to decrease this possibility, we are trying to somehow have the same aim from this facade. So in that case, while the water is coming, at least we will be able to release that effect. So as I mentioned, hip and valley gable and open gable, and these cross hipped gables are the most, let's say, useful, and let's say the ones that we are using mostly in architectural design, specifically in, let's say, Turkey. And also you have seen such a kind of M-shaped gable, mostly in industrial buildings and storage, such a kind of shapes that they are doing. We have also dormer. Dormer is the one, if you can see this one, this is dormer. Dormer, let's say. The dormer is the one that we are extending inside the project in order to use the space sufficiently. So please keep in your mind these different typology, and then looking to the project, also we have arch roof or cylinder type of the roof, and we have also mansard roof that we mentioned those 45 degree highest degree which is possible, and we have also the flat roof. And do you know, just one question, the one who answered first, I will give one extra point. Do you know why in Konya Where is the why in Konya they are prefer to use flat roof instead of gable roof?
There is no rain hocam.
No. Bir kere de söylüyorum. Türkçesini söylüyorum. Konya'da neden böyle flat roof kullanıyorlar, böyle roof kullanmıyorlar?
Hocam yağış almıyor, o yüzden belki çok fazla yağış almıyor.
Neden? Yok.
Bir de güneş enerjisi
Hocam
sistemleri
teras
çok var.
kullanmak için mi?
Yok.
İkinci bir
Ne?
renk var.
Yok.
Hocam saçaklarda buzlanma olur diye mi?
Aferin. Yok, o kadar yok ama yine yok.
Ha?
O kadar biraz aferin.
Biraz. Tamam hocam.
Is there anyone who knows the reason? Liam? Or
Maybe it's much more has insulation. The flat roof.
no.
No.
And the reason is that, first of all, as Beyza mentioned, there will be serious problem here while the snow is coming down. We will have problem in these corners, okay? But the problem is that if you put the snow on top of here, because the structure is automatically, imagine that 1 meter snow is on here, and this 1 meter snow will traditionally, since the structure was based on wood, and it can be easily broken. Okay, the roof automatically will be broken. But if traditionally they have been using the, let's say, a flat roof, so in flat roof, in Konya, for example, in old days, while there were some snow on top of the building, okay, these kind of roofs, snow, first of all, have been working as insulation. So if there was very cold weather outside, this roof has been working as insulation and is not letting to bring extra cold weather inside the building. So the other reason that I mentioned is extra load on the roof will lead to have pressure on the gable roof, which might have easily broken. And the other typology, which is the Beyza mentioned, while the snow is coming here, and suddenly it is falling down from here, and this part is all broken and taking the heat with the ice and the snow. All of them will have pressure on this gutter, and they will take them down. That's why it is easily bricks. It will be brick. That's why the flat roof is the best one in such a kind of climates which have much more rain. And so you need to know the names. For example, dormer is the most important one that I mentioned. You should know the place. Look at those aim that you are creating here. Look at those slopes that it has been created that you need to consider. And let me remove them. Please keep in your mind the slope and direction that it has been created. Look at the chimneys. And the other problem that you should respect, and you didn't put it, all the chimneys must come, let's say, to the top of the roof, not necessarily out of the roof. So we need to see at least the chimneys or the other ducts which exist coming outside of the roof. We need to see them. We need to see all the ducts, okay? Specifically ventilation, the one who needs fresh air. So in your plan, you have some ducts. Am I right? So these ducts, I need to see all of them in the roof. All of them will come like that, at least 50 centimeters up to the roof. We need to see them. This is another critical problem that we have to know, and we have to somehow respect. And look at here, at least 30 centimeters, depending on the project, maybe 1 meter should work, should have distance between opening of the dormer, which is, we called it as dormer. So gutter is another terminology, which is the place that you are bringing water to the corner to take the water down the ground. So gutter is another terminology. So we call gable roof. This roof which exists here is a kind of a gable type. It has been mentioning also the eave, which exists on exactly this part. So we need to take that one also in consideration. The skylight we are not using mostly. Hip of the hip is also important. Hip. Look at here, this corner. The sharp corners which exist on top of the every roofs, you can see here. Let me do it with the yellow color, and these yellow colors are hips. So hips are the highest parts, and we have also valley. Valley means that let me draw. I think if I have here. Yes, this part is valley. Look at here. It is written here, valley. And in this valley type, let me check the telephone. Yes, gable roof, hip and valley, hip and valley. So where is the hip?
This.
Yes, all of you students can draw. And where is the valley?
Valley.
Yes, perfect. Hip and valley is those keywords and terminologies that you need to know. Perfect. We have arch type. We have mentioned all the keywords that we need to understand in, let's say, terminologies in technical drawings. So art, valley, we mentioned, around. Okay, so. And now we are here to explain about how to create a roof plan.
Hocam, on the previous slide, the chimney was not maximum 50, I think, here. Not that, yes, that one.
Which one?
This is not chimney. This.
Yes, this is chimney.
I thought it should be maximum 50.
This is belong to 1960. These are all.
Okay, hocam.
But depend. Do it maximum 50, 60, not more, because it will be ugly. And in case of rain and snow and storm, it might easily collapse. So.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Look at here. What is these dashed lines?
Hocam gutter for the gutter.
No.
The under of there is an typical roof plan starts o zaman.
Aferin. Aferin. Typical roof plans. Is it true, dear students? Nehir, Nurbanu, Orju, Sabir, Sheval, Siddiqa. Sabir, are you here? Sabir has a problem with microphone. Okay, this is 45-degree issues. So if you have a plan, this is important, please take this one in your consideration. If you have such a kind of plan, so we told that you have to extend it. Let me do it with yellow because it fits. So you have plan like that, and this plan is going to be offsetted, let's say 80 centimeter, okay? And then what we told 45 degree, we told 45 degree, we told 45 degree and 45 degree, okay? So you will reach some points, and these points is here, okay? So automatically roof plan will be solved within 5 seconds. There are some technical drawings that you learn. Have you learned how to draw a roof plan? So if you haven't learned, if you have any other, let's say, if there is no eraser in this program, so what should I do? I have to delete them. So, so you have plan, and here is the entrance, okay? Here is the entrance in your plan. And in order to draw this entrance, let's put it at the center. Apart from those 80 centimeters that you are going to offset in each side, you should also offset 80 centimeters from this side because it is entrance, it is very important. And this one, look at here, it is just use two-way gable roof. And if you use two-way gable roof with those 45-degree drawings, which exist here, and you will be able to reach 45. You will be able to solve. I'm not. It's impossible to draw with this pen. Okay, I hope it is understandable. Look at those hips, those valleys, and those 45-degree for this plan, which exist here. Most of you didn't consider those dash line, which is considered as roof plan. Have you understood this technique of drawing with the roof? So depending the direction of that you are going to suggest, it might be different, the overall structure and this drawing of the plans. This is very important, the roof design, because you will always, not only you, even in the future, while you are coming with the professional life, you will have a problem. You may have a problem with the roof. The whole building and the roof was nothing. Then let's continue to finish. So different typology of gable roof that it might be around. I'm suggesting you to do this one, and because it is much more practical in nowadays work which is exists. So we have wall, let me write here. NNG. Okay, we have this one, but it is not acceptable to Alanya. We should have at least how much Berin?
30.
At least 30 centimeter or 1 meter, you will decide. Some of you are saying that, or they will say that, for example, in duplex floor plan, you can have this much area, for example, to design. But your customer will say that I want this much area in duplex. I don't have money to create extra duplex. So in that case, you will have more gable roof. Am I right?
Mm-hmm, yes.
Here it will be from this side to this side. So that's why this is the important typology that please, if you are working with those two typology, work based on these two, which is approximately this type. And sometimes they are creating another ramp, eave or ramp, which is this one. And in that case, the plan of this one, I'm coming to the plan. I'm coming to the plan of this one, because this is important and you are supposed to draw the plan as well for the next week. So we are a little bit late back from our plan. So we have another typology which exists here, which is like, let's do it like that. So if we call it A and if we call it B, which one is A?
The first B is that one, I think. Did he put that one?
Why?
Because there is one for 45. That's refers that one.
What about the other students?
I think.
Beyza?
Hocam üstteki B, alttaki A değil mi?
Neden?
Hocam iki eşit şey var Gable'da.
Aha, tamam.
Ondan dolayı.
Başka çocuklar? Melike? Liam? Hatice? Fatima? Nurbanu, which one is A?
I agree with Beyza.
It's B, up is A, I think.
Yes. This is B, and the reason is that you have, this is, who wrote this A, B here?
Yes, this is A.
Ben yaptım hocam.
Beyza senden 10 puan kıracağım, hatırlasana.
Tamam.
If you look from top to this part, you will see such a kind of shape which is here. This is top view. And then you have this 45 degree, which all of you are also drawing by mistake. And if this is the roof, and here is the aim of this one, which is exists here, and which is exists here. That's why it should be like that. And if, again, you have valley here and this valley. If you look at the top view of this one, and the top view will be like that.
Yes, and when you look from top, it's straight.
Exactly, and from the top it is straight. This is very important. Most of you previous semester, students had struggling with the understanding of this one. That's why I explained a little bit. This is the one that we are working mostly in Alanya, creating setback. And this setback will lead to create a nice opening. And then another roof, which we will have here, is in order to understand it well. Again, you have such a kind of gable, and you are creating another roof here. So in order to use the roof efficiently, we are creating such a kind of roof. Also, this part also should be the same slope. This is just understand. In order to understand, I put this facade that it is working. I hope that these photos that I'm putting is understandable. Yes, here again, at least 30 centimeter you can see the roof plan. Even creating dormer, this is dormer, and you are going to have setback. So the reason that we could have this one from here, but the reason that we are going to have setback to create a nice view of those, let's say, gable. That is why we are taking this one 1 meter inside, which is, where is that one? This setback. So that's why we are asking you to put that setback. This corner that most of you did forget to put this 45 degree that we want to see. These 45 degrees missing in your project. We should need to see them. Please consider these setbacks in order to have a nice view in your project, and respect at least 30 centimeter or 1 meter. It depends on you in your design. Those setbacks. And this is the, as I mentioned, the roof plan of cylinder type, arch type. And look at those information. Gutter. Gutter should not necessarily be at the corner. Maybe 1 meter go in and put it that one here and one in the corner. Most of you are putting like that. They are putting one at the center. That is why, in order to have 5 meter from both sides, so you can cover 10 meter. And do you know what is the reason that they didn't put gutter here?
Hocam, on the facade, on the elevation, is front of the maybe windows.
Yes, Berlin, I will give you 5 points. Look at here. There is a window here. So if you put gutter, all the facade you have to put pipe, unless to move from here to here and here put another pipe to go to gutter, which will be ugly. That's why always try to put the pipes in somewhere. Write the information. Write 10 centimeter gutter. You know, if you have any information, please add those information here. And gutter, 3% of the slope. And to those, don't forget, most of the time in your toilet and your balconies, they are suggesting 1.5%. Believe me, it is less. Don't force them to do it 3%, at least 2%. And the reason is that you will see they are not working perfectly with the slope. And if you wash this balcony, half of the water will stay here, half of the water will stay in this part. But if you create a nice slope, automatically water will go. So this is 2-line. And what is the reason that we have 2-line in the balcony? Dear student. Yes, it is hand railing. Yes, Leon, thank you. Hand railing, you know that if you, korkuluk, hand railing is the one that you are keeping and touching the elevation. That's why we have hand railing. And going to back, you will see that if you have such a kind of plan in your facade, which is depend on you, you can create such a kind of nice terraces. even you can enlarge this one till here, and you will have a big terrace. Okay, it depends on you, and this is you can consider this option as well to increase the terraces. And then we are another issues that here, if we will have here, you are creating this one like a U shape, because it will give you nice, let's say, balcony. I mean, some of you in the project, that if you are working with gable roof, we want to see that 45-degree, let's say, if it is like that or if it is flat, it depends on you, as dash line. So the roof plan in the duplex second floor plan, we need to see the lines, how they are working. Okay, very light, so it will be understandable. So we will be understand overall structure. So if you are working with duplex floor plan, please put those dashed line in your plan. And yes, previously we talked about gutters, bringing gutter from here to here. So you should have two gutter, and it is pipe to be able to work. Then we will talk about, again, I'm mentioning this problem that most of you did it. The door is opening outside. These dashed lines which exist here, what is this per year, students? What is there?
For the going up, hocam.
Yes. And what about this one?
Also this one is.
So
But there is a different, like one door with you show us on the one section, I remember.
yes, perfect. This is for ladder. Ladder is going up. And there, if we go and continue, yes, the door should open outside. If we look at here, so we are calling it as elevator room, and this will be the in top floor, roof floor. This wall is wrong, we should remove it. Then from here, if here is, for example, 11 meter, 13 meters, this one should be 13 point or 14 meter, let's say, or 13.50. So here will be higher than this one in order to put those elevator machine and those with the cable here. So most of you wrote those information in each part, but we forget to add this highlighted, and I gave the grade, but for the final one I will not give if you didn't put those information per of level differences and the codings and everything. We have talked about this, and we talk about the coding here. Here is elevator room. Am I right? This one. The elevator room, look at here, is here. So this is elevator room, okay? But elevator room, as I told you, it should be 1 meter up. And if you put 1 meter up, and then this part should be at least 2 meter, okay? 2 meter from the roof to here, and 1 meter at least here. And the reason is that we are putting 1 meter, that part. Look at here, you will put a window or door, small door here. In case of some problem, they will open this part and they will enter to your elevator from that corner, okay? So in that case, if we put it this part as, let's say, if we consider it 70 centimeter, and if we consider that it should be 9, yes?
It must be 1 meter or acceptable 90. I didn't understand actually.
You know, if it depends on the height of here. Burası önemli değil. Eğer burası 2.80 olsa bura 90 olması lazım. If here is 22.80, here should be 90. I mean from here to here. And the reason is that if we look at here, if we look at this rule, which should be 3.70, okay? Because if you put the elevator is supposed to come till here, okay? Cabin of the elevator. Then on top of the elevator, you have many tools, materials, and cables and everything. That is why here should be the last floor you have on this part. With this one, it should be at least 3.70. So if you have 2.80 on this box, here should be 90 centimeter, okay? So, or if it is 33 meter, this part should be how much? 70 centimeter, because this is written here from here to here 3.70. So if you consider this one 3.70, this one should be 2 meter minimum 2 meter. I will check from you this information in your section on the next week. So if it is 3, so consider that from here to here should be how much?
5.700.
Often 5.70 centimeters should minimum should be from here to here. So please, this is a very critical part that keep in your mind. So you can see here those mechanical room. Look at here. We are going with stairs up to reach to this area, and it is exactly the same that we have in mechanical room. Let's show it here. This is a mechanical room, okay, and this is those machines that used to be there, and you are going to have, I don't know, maybe 2 stairs to go up to reach to here, which is the same of here, 2 elevators to go up to reach to this side, okay? So this is the most important and critical part that you need to consider, and we have decided to have from here to here, how much? No, sorry, not from that part. From here to here, 3.7, am I right? And from here to the roof, 2 meter. We have decided we should consider them all. You can see those elevators. We can see that there are 2 elevators are here too. So those information that I mentioned, it should be 2 meter. We need to see here, which is written 2 meter according to the rules out there. And look at here, the ventilation. The elevator room has its own ventilation, so you have to put distinguish the place for elevator is very important, needs to be considered. And actually, these are the information that you need in order to design and draw the roof plan. But I'm going to show you one template of roof plan, and I'm expecting from you to work with the roof plan like that. Let me see. And look at here in the roof plan. This is dormer, am I right? Actually, this is not high qualities. It is one of the students' work, but in any case, so we can see the gutters. What types of roof is this one, dear students?
Cylinder type.
Cylinder type.
So here cylinder type. Yes, the gutters are there. What is this?
You said hocam, I forgot the meaning. Girinti çıkıntı olan yer.
Dormer. Dormer is the name of
Dormer.
the song, but this is valley. But why it is like that? Why it is not direct?
Because it's inside the roof.
No, yes, it is inside the roof. Why it is not correct? I mean, straight line.
Because of type?
Offering, because of cylinder type. Cylinder is like that. So if you put dormer on it, so the shape will be curved line, which is this one. And what are these lines?
Floor plan inside.
Yes, plan of down part, okay. And we have here, and what is this?
This is for elevator and staircase.
No,
Again,
what is this?
they
What,
opted for the top.
what is these dash lines? What are those dash lines, I mean?
As you said, this is not a dash line for the using top of it.
I know, but this is the wall of staircase.
Yes.
Not yet. Then we have how much? 20 centimeter, 50 centimeter extension. Am I right? Extension. So if you put them, you will have bigger space. And what is this? Korkuluk. Öyle mi? Those, let's say, hand railing. I'm not hand railing. There's a specific terminology in that's a technical drawing, which in Turkish we are saying korkuluk, which is protect. If you have the section of this one here, you will see such a kind of yes, this part which exists here is the same with this part, which is protects people in case of if there were someone here, they will protect it, don't fall down. At the same time, it will collect the water to go somewhere down. So here, what is this?
The ladder?
The ladders, yes, there's a box that should be there, supposed to somehow take them down, okay? I mean the ladder, and this is another ladder, okay? So there might be two ladders starting from both sides, or if you have, if you want to keep this one as ladder, you can keep this one as ventilation, okay? Which is going directly to top. So this is important. So you need to write the level differences there, and this is the gutter which exists here. And in your cylinder type, sometimes you will have balcony which doesn't have any roof, but sometimes you will create another balcony and you will extend roofs till here, So the balcony and the, so if you look at this part, inside the roof will be like that. So people will be able to use this part efficiently. So this part will not be able to, you will not be able to use sufficiently because it is creating a slope like that. This is a specific critical part that you need to know. Let me see if there is any other specific issue. Class 6. Yes, let me open class 6. I know that it is also hard for you. 80 minutes without break and stop. You are just listening. So, but nothing to do because we are a little bit at the back, and I'm explaining 3 sessions to you in one session. That's why we have to be a little bit rush. Okay. We talk about the roof, the information given to you. Those dashed line must be there, and those dashed lines and those setbacks and gutter information and those, let's say, if it is cylinder type, it will be like that. If you use, what is their name? Its name, a gable type, okay, it should be like that, okay? So don't forget, this is for gable type, this is for cylinder type. Don't mix them with each other. And if we continue, we talk about 45-degree issues. We talk about how to create 45-degree in case if you want to create all side gable issues. And if you have, look at here, look at the plan, just look at the plan, how of the interior wall, okay, and how they have been creating a roof for it. Look at here, this is the roof, and he put a column here, and this is the roof. It means that here is terraces, am I right? And this is roof, and this is the wall. It means that here is balcony or terraces. Here is wall, and here is the column, and this is the roof. It means that here is terraces. So keep those. This is just information. We have talked about all the other one. We talk about altta duvar iz düşümü. What does it mean? Altta duvar iz düşümü.
Hocam, the meaning dash line, you said floor plans like wall is düşüm. I don't know is düşüm meaning, but wall, the
yes,
under wall.
Yes, I got it. Look at here. Altta duvar iz düşümü is here. It means that if you want to create at least 10 centimeter, you should offset that corner extended. I mean the dormer, saçak. What is the reason? The reason is that because of the rain, since you have a wall here at down, so this should be extruded at least 10 centimeter in case of rain, so you will have a safe place. Have you got it? This is very important again. 10 centimeter. Altta duvar iz düşümü. Nereye gitti? It should be 10 centimeter at least, this part. So if you have wall supposed to be here, it should work like that. Keep in your mind. And köşeli PVC iniş boru. We are not going to put the boru exactly at the corner. This is possible, but it will be problematic. Our suggestion always is to put, if your wall is here, okay, put the those gutter exactly in front of the wall, so it will be directly come to the wall, the pipe, in order to move them. We talked already about the corridor issues and those information. No need to repeat it. We will talk about the windows, I think. We talk about the elevator. So thank you. 70% of you respect what I told you. To create those purple line, which exists there, is belong to shear wall. While I'm asking you the hatches for shear wall is different than this one, you should keep in your mind and do. But unfortunately, you didn't respect, let's say, 30% of you still we have those problem. And if your grade is, let's say 60 or let's say 70, please work hard for your final project. And if the one who has 80 or above, or 70 or above, you have some possibility to find, let's say, easily good job after your graduation. So this is the course that, while let me tell you one truth that maybe you don't know. If you want to go to work somewhere, they will just check your grade as technical. If you want to work as technical, they will just check your grade in this course, in the course that we are teaching, we are working with each other. And if your grade is good, they will say that, okay, this is a good student, so it has got grade. It means that he knows she knows their rule, and let's continue with her or him. So please keep consideration and much more attention to this course. And we mentioned that this purple line should continue till here, and this is the new rule. We don't have that one normal wall anymore. We talked about it already. We talked about the interior spaces, Machina Odyssey, we have already talked about it. And we told that we are going to put, I don't know, 3 steps to go up in order to manage the room. We talk about the gable roof, and we realized that, look at here, it is easy. I mean, it is nothing. This is the one that I mentioned. Look at here, if you have, this is the plan of, let's say, top floor, but we want to see those dashed lines in your duplex plan, the last floor. So we will understand how the slopes and aims are working with each other. Have you got it? You look at here, it is coming 20 centimeters out of the project, and the reason is that, look at here, it is 20 centimeters extended in case if something happens. So the plan, apart from duplex floor plan, we want to see dashed line of the roof in the plan. This is very important. Look at those dormer room. You are creating dormer room. You are having setback to have another specific typology. And this will be the inside view of that project that we have been talking. The roof also could be with slope. And you are having a dormer roof. This is the dormer type that they created. Another might be here, we don't know. But to create such a kind of nice space, and we thought that this one should be 1.80. You can do it 2 meters, so you will have a bigger space here, so you will be able to enjoy outside. It depends on you. And we talk about the balconies information already. So, first of all, let me upload. Maybe you will need this information later in your project. Let me upload the information. Right. It is.